It is now time for a short in the arm just for the doctor ordered with advocate Arthur Marara. He is an award-winning attorney and author, business and transformational speaker. And we are live, by the way, on Facebook. You can go watch us live. Star FM sounding good all the time. Let's get into today's subject, managing expectations.
Yeah, how to avoid disappointment. So, expectations that come into level number one, your own expectations, your self-expectations, what do you expect from yourself. Then there is also an expectation at the second level, which is what you expect from others. Those are not Marara this weekend. A number of people right now. So why you are doing my hot topics of the day every time? It's usually because of a breach of an expectation. 1, 2, 3. This is what they're supposed to do, and they don't do it. Which is why William Shakespeare noted out expectations the root of all heartache. In other words, the moment you've got my expectations, you are usually setting yourself up for a heartbreak, because people usually disappoint. I'm not saying they always do that, but they usually disappoint. That's why we need to have a conversation around managing expectations and how to actually avoid disappointment. So there are two types of people. Number one, the people who have been disappointed, and the people who are going to be disappointed. In other words, you are not going to escape this. But what you need to be able to do is to be able to position yourself and to prepare yourself. And how do you prepare yourself? You need to understand the true nature and character of people. You know, when you're dealing with people, you always leave room for something called disappointment. And also, when you're setting your expectations, you don't also set too high an expectation from people. Have you ever noticed right now that a number of people were in business that were very flourishing? They went down because of one person. Sometimes the person that you trusted. When you see them in a business, you trust them with the money, they abuse it. When you see them you trust them with your children, they abuse your children. When you see them in a spouse, the next of those ones, because that's the nature of a human being. We need to understand the propensity to be dubious in a but also there is propensity to be a good person, which is why we need to be very, very important for us to be careful in terms of managing expectations. So the point that we need to say, I think once did this conversation weekend, you're going to get out munu.
So we should have trust issues.
The default is they can do anything.
Okay.
Those are ones who talk about chirungu. Hey, I'm going to do that. Why wouldn't to chichi
and then wouldn't will be busy, wouldn't.
Wouldn't this busy wouldn't.
Yes.
So once you realize that people are people, people are people. One of the things that I want you to realize, some of your worst fights in life are never going to come from your enemies.
So true.
They are going to come from people that you've confided in. They're going to come from people, that you say, this is my ride or die. Because they won't finish you. Some of the worst fights, worst confrontations you ever expect in life, they're never going to come from people who are declared or sworn enemies. They're going to come from people that you least expect. Some of the people are going to betray you. And that's why you need to understand this. Some of the people that are going to betray you, they are people that you look upon. These are the people sometimes weekend yoguti ukati gare not mwari makanaka because of ABCD, mwari makanaka because of ABCD. And sometimes God does not allow you to see because also what is. So this is one of the reasons why we need to be very careful when we're dealing with people. Because some of the people, if you only knew what they say about you in your absence, some of the status on your is my right to, my go-to, my BFF, my GF, you never post that. So when you're dealing with people, just understand, munu, people are people.
Okay. Leave room for that.
Leave room for that.
100%. This one has got my back.
True. Do you know why you actually need to avoid doing 100%? Because when people manifest their true colors, when people show you their true colors, once you allow that room, it enables you to heal. Room.
For disappointment.
Right now, someone is listening to me. Never know now. But I know been hearing a story. Munano frame akakutarisa achikusekerera that's profound wisdom. Now my inspirational quotes. No, we do have my inspirational quotes. It's true, those things. So That's why we need to be very careful when we're dealing with people. We can do it. Usaipa munhu 100% moyo. Hazvitwi. Gara une moyo wako ubate especially. Zvinokubatsira because a number of people right now. Someone is listening to me right now. They are on BP medication because of a person. BP yakaberwa asina. High blood pressure inokonzereswa nemunhu.
And not I consider your enemies on my tower.
So you see, one of the things that causes disappointment weekend is not the betrayal, but it's like knowing the identity of the betrayer. Because Canary is sworn enemy, and a problem. What would you expect? But what about somebody? What about someone who is someone who have radio? And you see, guys, this is one of the things. That's why we need to pray for God to show us who is really for us. Because we are being vulnerable to people with an agenda. We're being genuine to people with an agenda.
And confiding in them.
We're confiding, we're telling them the last. Have you ever noticed? This generation, Hima Live, Chichi Live, broadcast and so forth. Munano kuendra live in a zunu zwakamunza and confidence. Uchimunza shamwa, I'm fighting this, I'm confronting this. This is what's happening in my life. Please. The next thing, numbers are pastor wakanazo, numbers are yodo wakanazo, numbers are mtikono wakanazo, numbers anotsvaga data rongo kuendra live, kungo kupedza. Topa kuti Mwari atibatsire kuziva kuti ndiani watinovhurira door. Discernment. Who should we open the door and who should we close the door? Tikazviziva izvozvo right. Remember, Joseph anakutengeswa nemaforeigners. Akatengwa nemaforeigners. But his own people were ready to fabricate a story. Yokuti the young man is gone. This is the reason why tinofana kuziva kuti even mu family weekend will never be at the same level of vision. That's why we also need the wisdom to know who to tell our visions and who not to tell our visions, including our own blood relations.
That's so true.
You see, the mere fact that to share cinema does not mean you have got the capacity to absorb my success. Does not mean you're going to be genuinely happy at the same level. A number of people, we talk down each other at family level. Family. So the level the opposition from family. That's why your circle is very important. So when it comes to family, we actually need to be very careful because blood is thicker than water. That's what they say. But irinani and my circles, my friends, because we choose our friends. But family, we're born into them. But the choice, my friends, becomes very important. The people who have shown you their true colors, weekend, I beg you,
believe them.
Don't repaint them. If someone has shown you their true colors, we can embrace that reality and adjust your expectations accordingly, according to that reality. So, betrayer, don't give second chances to people who have betrayed you. They've manifested who they are. And once they've manifested who they are, I'm not saying hate them. No, I'm saying you now learn. You are now better in terms of learning. You now know what to do, what not to do. So
and don't grant them access. You can love them from a distance and be cordial with them from a distance. Don't grant them access again. True. I've seen people granting people access over and over.
We can set a slide to open when it comes to your life. Pin number. A pin number.
Come on now.
Don't do slides to open when it comes to the intimate details of your life.
Love that.
Don't do slides to open. Why? Because the wrong people, they are going to slide, open, and use the access. Can I tell you something, Weekend? Not everyone should know Wanako Torres Kupi. Not everyone should know Wanojira Kupi. By the way, a number of people have actually been poisoned in Nawan Padus. I'm talking about real stories. And right now, food right now as we speak. And our church, do you know why? You can't even trust the people who matter now. One of the guys, diaspora for a project. Why? Because one watch out of so the next point that I want you to embrace is you're always going to fight, Weekend. You're always going to fight. Let me shock you a bit. Have you ever noticed that all my pastors fight? My fundis, child, the way they fight each other. Next thing I don't think that down talk each other. I want being garomba, here's theirs, but I'm going to moon, size, dubias, Anna calling, Anna anointing, Anna swords, what passes.
Avando foods veduka.
Foods being me. Walk away. Niwangu. guys, we want to realize because sometimes my fights will come from the places you least expect. Salvation is also going to come from a place you least expect. Weekend, there's a time when your name is pronounced, is mentioned in the boardroom for an opportunity which will change your life, and somebody will say, Weekend Manam Church. So that about 10 years, Quira, Timbo Paul Alam can I walk about guess, Irangurambo Tower. Madi Kumbondipo an opportunity. Can understand Goni, Regandi Tower and dig out Handi Goni. Right now, the people who are busy declining offers and opportunities for you on your behalf without your consent.
That's so true.
Right now, as we speak. Right now, kune momuna ifana kona mota yakubasa kambani kanza awe aitu. Ano antatu boreka honda fit mse ambo fambaneka correct. Akatori feel efficient tozo goba fuel. Right now, please don't be a person who is going to ruin someone's opportunity simply because you are not ready to see them grow.
And they're listening. Don't be that
they
person.
Are listening right now. Don't be a person why someone's life is going to be the same for the next 5 years simply because you are not ready to work on yourself. Right now, we can depend on one person who is fighting you. One. I know what your name can go. Wakuro yakafika masuit. Wakuro yawani ma Brazilian. Wakuro yakafika Peruvian. Imagine wearing a Peruvian and a fake Louis Vuitton just to stand in front of someone's opportunity.
Imagine that.
Louis Vuitton. Tuparuchi imi. Ngoyonga ugadzirisika. Uyunga ugadzirisika usumza roko robi. Roko ruji. Baba, ndinedambu zigondrichi?
Muroi.
Ndiri muroi. Tamboitaura hashtag ndiwe muroi. Tikatotaura hachi ucharoya chete. These are real, Vikendi. Right now, we block opportunities for others. We block opportunities for ourselves. We fight people who are not even fighting us. We fight people who are different. And that's one of the things you need to be very... It's okay to be different, Vikendi. It's okay to be different. It's okay to be unique. It's okay to be you. You will not be like any other person.
That's so true.
You are actually not hired to sound like another DJ. You're hired to be Vikendi. Then when that weekend is manifesting and causing impact, let's be ready to embrace that. Let's be ready to embrace that. But you see, if success on the next door is offending you, weekend, you're in trouble. You are in trouble. This is the reason why a number of people, they are so obsessed with other people's business. No wonder why. Paul says, let's really aim to strive to live a quiet life and to mind our business.
That's the Bible.
Mind our business.
Mind your business.
Mind your business.
Yeah.
Right now, kuna munaro obsessed about your relationships.
Yes.
Forgetting yake iri kuvhira inotoda fire brigade.
I was out there myself.
Yeah, that's. Hey, mdara ke chidara. Hey, chidara chake chazopera. Hey, chazobva kwakati. Aiwa. Kwewe uri right ke usizwe zvakadya kwaso. The reason why many people's lives are not in order, Vikendi, because we're so obsessed with other people's business and no one is there to attend to ours. Chimboita okay in the business yako. Mind your business. Put your life in order. So, if a friend of mine, God has opened doors for them, I'm so excited for them. I can't even say, how can I assist? Do you want me help in terms of marketing, publicizing your event? I'm happy. We want one very loyal, whether or not pane mari kana tapana, loyalty ashaikwa. So, let's be very careful. And one of the points that I want you to realize, Vikendi, you can't please everyone. You can't. That's why I never make it a point to impress people. So zvautoti this weekend pana vanhu vatofara stiri kuposta vamwe vanoti ndofunga kuti show yacho ka vanonyanyotaura zvavanhu vakuru masikati iwe feedback iri way up, but it means people are engaged, people are listening, people love what's happening. But someone is always looking for a problem. Personal problem. And the term of reference is never find a problem. Here they'll find a problem. And they'll even remind you of the problem.
Yeah.
So you can't impress everyone. You can't please everyone. But by the way, the Bible, just like I feed the one thousands. When it comes to crucifixion, that's the very same people who know else would Ezra. People change.
People are fickle. They forget. They are so fickle. Yeah.
Always remember, people forget. And this is the point that I want you to keep. Never expect anything when you do something for a person. The number one source of heartbreaks is we do something for people expecting them to do something in return. Whatever good Vikendi, make it clear in your mind, I'm doing it because of who I am and what is in me. Because ukada kumirira izvozvo akuna anoreturn a favor. inyasha akareturn favor. Weekend kune vanhu vakawana vanotaura kuti ningi ndakamubatsira asina chinhu. Iko zvino ndiri pama1 kana kutomboya. Kune munhu woti unondorara kunhamo dzavo kuzikaita kwambawo. Kwako ukaitika rufu kana call me back hatumiri.
And that's happening.
Hatumiri. Anozongoyo later on zviri sesawira. Iwe, how do you explain this? So always realize this. Kana uri kuchengeta vanhu usazoita with the thinking yokuti vachandichengeta mangwana. Don't. Inini I made a point clear to my brothers. I was left at 13. Ndakaendesa vanhu vese kuchikoro weekend. I told everyone antoda mari dzenyu. So ndiri clear kuti I don't expect anything from anyone. Kana vakada kundiropafadza, vakada kundiblessa, Mwari ngaakudze. Kana vakaregera, don't worry, God has blessed me already weekend. So I don't want to be a slave of expectations. I'm going to do what I'm going to do because of my personality, because of my character, because of the nature that God has put within me. But I'm not going to put standards. So don't always expect things from people simply because you did things for people.
For people to reciprocate.
Don't.
They
The
won't.
moment you expect reciprocation, weekend, you're in trouble. Munhu anokanganwa. Ndosaka wabhotara nge statement chawana idya nechi nehama. Mutoro anodi anokanganwa. I'm not saying musachengeta dziri hama, but that statement is very profound. People, including hama dzacho, they forget. Kune munhu anokanganwa weekend apinda organization vamurecommenda, the next thing they're on top, they even recommend your retrenchment. Chingogara maziva izvo. Kuti pawakaitwa retrenchment pane mumwe munhu wokuziva akatonyoresa zita rako akatoti uyu ngaachinda agarisa.
And where's the lie?
Hapana. No lies detected.
No lies detected.
Yes.
Managing expectations.
Yeah,
Advocate Arthur Marara. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You can go rewatch it on our Facebook page. Share it. We were live. Arthur, how can people get in touch with you?
07800555152. You can join our platforms there, or even our masterclass. We'll share the details. I'm across all social media platforms. Is it Arthur Marara?
The number again.
07800555152. 263 if you're outside Zimbabwe.
Thank you so much. It has been a shot in the arm, just what the doctor ordered, with Advocate Arthur Marara, taking our time to 10 o'clock. Star FM, sounding good all the time. It is time for the news.
This is Zim Paper's Radio Broadcasting News.